We have a 2021 Ford Expedition Max Platinum here at Herlong Ford. My name's Richard White, and I got this 21 for you here. It's only got 36,737 miles on it. It's in excellent shape. It's a local trade. It's been well maintained. There are no issues with it whatsoever. It's got snow and ice. It's got slippery terrain tires on it. The tread pattern is one of the coolest I've seen, and I've been here 10 years, so you'll get a look at that a little bit later in the video. I can't find an issue with it. Vehicle's spotless. When I got in it, I just drove it through the car wash to knock some dust off. I got some footprints on the floor mat just from my shoes, but other than that, it's almost perfect. See, no scratches, no dings on it. No curb damage on any of the wheels. Not even any chips or scuffs on the back bumper. It's just a little bit of grass. Thought that might have been something, but nope. All right, I'm gonna turn the steering wheel so we can see these tires, because these things are cool. It's the interior, but we'll get back to that. Check that out. Little bead. Yeah, these are awesome. And obviously the tread depth is great. It's excellent. Yeah, so those tires that's something special. As far as the interior, it is super clean and it is loaded. I love the platinum, the quilted leather that you have on these. The edge of the seats are perfect. A lot of times that's the first thing that starts happening in a vehicle is you'll get cracks or creases here. You got none of that. Alright, I don't want this video to be 15 minutes long. A lot of times when I do them, they are. So I'm going to try to speed through a lot of this. Just rest assured this vehicle is like new. It's in incredible condition. I mean, the back, this thing is sparkly. So a quick overview before I wrap this up. It's a Platinum, so having air conditioned and heated power memory leather seats goes without saying. We also have massage seats that you can either cut on from this center button or you can control from the display. So if you do press that center button on the side of the seat, the controls will come up here, and from there you can adjust you can fine-tune the lumbar support, or you can adjust the type of massage and the strength for the driver or the passenger seat. It also has navigation, of course, 360-degree camera with additional views such as front and HD front view. My favorite, a front 180-degree view. These two panels are looking to the left and right off the nose of the vehicle. So for example, if I pull up, let's say I park beside these Mach-E's and everything we have right here. You know, if that was a larger truck, I can't see what's coming around the front of that car. But if I hit this button and pull up that 180, I'm looking past the front of that car down the lane towards Pizza Hut. That's a small convenience, but it can be really useful. It can be really clutch in certain situations. We also have adaptive cruise control. So you set a speed, and then once you set a speed, you set a following distance as well. You can see that reflected right there above your gears. That's amazing because not only is it an excellent safety feature, it's watching and it's pinging that vehicle and measuring that distance to the tune of something like 7,000 times a second. Not only does it make it safer because the vehicle never gets distracted or blinks, it makes long trips so much easier. The reason you get tired when you've been on the road for 3-4 hours is because you've been doing this non-stop. When you set that, then you cut the lane keeping system on. If you want it, you can cut it on right here. At that point, the vehicle's handling all this. All you have to do is stay awake and make sure there's, not road work or nothing crazy in the road in front of you. I'm a huge fan of those as well for the convenience. And another important thing to keep in mind about it, a lot of people are worried, they don't trust it, they don't want to give up control to it. I don't know how you feel about it. I might be preaching to the choir, but the important thing to keep in mind with this is you never give up control. The second you speed up, you slow down, you turn the steering wheel left or right, you're in charge. But in the absence of input by you, if you just need to chill and relax for a second, at that point, the vehicle is going to be following the rules of the road. We also have a moonroof, of course. Let's make sure that works. That's something you always got to check. They're so big. Like, it's hard to get them in frame with a lot of phones. You thought you were getting the Expedition Max, you're also getting the convertible, or you might as well be. Yep, no issues. Not that I expected them. And one of the last things on this vehicle that I saved for last, because I'm about to park it, is the automatic parking that it has, which is super cool. So what we will do, let's go back to my parking space and I'll show you how this works real quick. It's a great tool if there's a parking space that's really tight that you're not sure if you can fit in. If you're driving through the city and you got a parallel spot, but you're not the best at parallel parking, but you know that if you miss it and you have to come back around, it's going to be taken, give the vehicle a chance. It'll do it for you. Now, it can also park in, normal perpendicular spots, and we're going to do that right here. So the way it works real quick is you find your parking spot, you stop before you get to it, and you hit this button right there. A little P and a steering wheel saying it's going to steer and it's going to do the parking for you. And then you tell it what kind of parking you want to do. Now, in this case, we're not parallel parking, we are perpendicular. So you hit that perpendicular and you use the turn signal to tell it what side it needs to be looking on for a parking space. So we've got it checking on the right side, and now we just slowly drive past the space. The vehicle is scanning the position of all of the vehicles around it to make sure it knows it's a spot that it could get into. and it's going to pop up and say, hey, space found, please drive forward. Now at this point, I'm still doing all the gas, the brake, the steering. I'm in full control of the vehicle. But once it tells me to stop, release the steering wheel, shift to reverse, and now it's doing the rest. All I'm doing is easing my foot off the brake. If I'm on a little bit of a hill, I'd give it a little bit of gas, but mostly it can just idle back into that space and just be ready to stop. It usually does a 3-point turn, so you get as close as it tells you to. And let's say it gets a little bit closer, but if you're not comfortable backing all the way up, and I absolutely am, but if this is as close as you want to get, just shift to drive, and it's going to work with you. You know, it's going to straighten up, and it's still going to get you in that space. Now, at any point, if I grab the steering wheel, if I shift to reverse, or if I shift to drive, I'm in charge. And again, just like the adaptive cruise control, it never takes control away from you. It's just helping you out when you need it. And we are there. Let me pull out of this parking space now and get one more quick shot of the Expedition. Like I said, this is one of the nicer ones we've gotten here in a while. If you have any questions about it, if there's any other information I can provide for you, any questions I can answer, any close-up photos or video you need, just let me know. I'm happy to help. This is Richard White with Herlong Ford in Edgefield, South Carolina. My phone number is 803-974-7153. Give me a call.